Hello and Chodesh Tov, everybody. I'm very happy to be here. I wanted to share with you a few points for this new moon. It's a very interesting new moon. This is the seed level basically for the whole year to come, for the next 12 months. This month is considered to be the first Kabbalistically astrological month of the whole year. And just so you know, only in this month, the first 12 days are corresponding to the 12 signs of the zodiac. So each day, it's going to help us to take control over that sign, over that month for the next year to come, which you can already see how important this month, right, this seed level really is for all of us to be able to connect to. And I wanted to share with you, Kabbalistic, astrologically speaking, what is happening, because it is like the new year, and there's a few points I want to share. First point I want to go into is about the actual sign of Aries. What does it mean for us? A little bit about them. It's important to kind of understand it, because every time we come into a new month, that energy of the sign is going to be affecting all of us. So we want to know what to expect. So, as an Aries, first of all, it's a fire sign. The Aries are known to be pioneers. They are known to go through walls. They don't take no if they want to do something. If they want to make something happen, they will make it happen no matter what. And this is, the energy of the fire of Aries, right? This is that kind of energy. Now, what's interesting with the Aries, they are also sensitive, which you can't always see, because the internal energy of Aries is water. It's the fire and water combination. So they are a lot more sensitive than meets the eye. They are very brave, very courageous. A lot of times the Aries, right? Well, as kids, the Aries don't think, they just go and do. Sometimes we have to be, the parents of Aries have to be very careful that don't hit their hair too many times. Now, with that being said, the other side of the Aries, the interesting, what we want to kind of look out for is that the Aries tend to be, because it's the first month of the year, they tend to be the toddlers of the zodiac. They can be very impulsive. They want to be loved in all the love languages they can possibly be. They need to have snacks handy. They cannot be hungry. This doesn't work for the Aries, never. And they stay young at heart forever. And it's interesting and important to kind of pay attention to that. Now, with that being said, this is the energy of Aries, right? Being able to, to go through walls. This is why we have a very special holiday in this month, the holiday of Passover, right? What really happened over there, it's total freedom. And this specific month, right, as we know in astrology, every single day, every month, every week, whatever it is, every event, every holiday, every person, right, we all have a specific chart. And this chart helps us to understand what, the Creator is trying to tell us, how the planets are shifting into where, into what, which means what can we expect? How can we set our intentions up for the month to come? And in this month, let me tell you, it's a very interesting chart, to say the least. We've been talking about it with other astrologers for a while now, I should say, for at least like the past month, because of, right, what's really going on. The first point I want to make, I'm going to keep it not too many points, otherwise we get lost. But the first very important point of this month is that this is our opportunity to break barriers. And what does that mean? Many planets are sitting in the 12th house in this month. And the 12th house, I like to call it the house of the unknown. For whoever knows astrology, you'll understand a little bit more about it. But what it means, that there is a lot of things happening that are behind the scenes, that are completely hidden behind a curtain that we can't exactly see. And we don't want to kind of be blindsided by anything that's happening. We want to be in the know. We don't want to be, looking over our shoulder, what's next, what can we expect, what's going on over here. Which means that this month we have an opportunity to not only be brave in ourselves, but to really break the barriers of ourselves. Many times, we are still, doesn't matter how old we are constantly learning who we are, who our soul is. We are constantly trying, at least if we're spiritual, to break down another layer, to really get to who we are, to kind of bring it out to the world. And this month, I have to tell you, we don't have a choice anymore. What's to come in this month and this year, we really don't have a choice but to bring our true and perfect soul out into the world. There's, the way it looks like in a chart, it's either we are going to take charge, we are going to kind of take the responsibility on our shoulders, we are going to be doing something about it in our own personal lives, or God forbid, we're going to be seeing how it's going to affect the whole world. Let's put it this way. So we have an opportunity this month to really understand, to connect to us, to our soul. Who are we? Who are we? Where is our gift? How can we bring it out more to the world? How can we stop thinking only about ourselves? How can we stop being selfish? How can we start to go out of a little bubble of our life? Because I understand each and every one of us has so many things going on. I agree. I understand. But in the end of the day, we are part of a whole. And this month, it's to bring out all of that greatness out to the world. To not stay hidden anymore, because it will be easier to stay hidden. And this also means to be able to face every single challenge that's going to come our way. Every single challenge, it's going to be easier to kind of pretend like it's not happening. And challenges can be something as small as you don't want to face something with your partner, or as with your kids, or with your parents. Doesn't matter. It could be something so close to us. They were like, it's okay, it's okay. It's not okay. This month, you're going to want to take charge of your life. You're going to want to face things. If there is something that needs to be said, I wouldn't recommend for you to just, do it in a reactive way. I would recommend for you to sit with it for a little bit, to write out what you want to confront with anybody that's around you, and then to do it in a proper way. I would recommend for you in this month to understand that each and every single one of us has power. There's a reason why we're here. And our chance, again, it's to do with total freedom. It's to do with this specific month. It's to do with Aries. It's to do with so many things that's happening, all the energies that's happening around the world. And what we really, really want is to finally be truly free of our ego. To bring our soul out. To be who we are. And with that being said, it's not to ignore signs that the universe is sending our way. It's not to ignore intuition. And what is intuition? Right? It's the first initial feeling or thought that comes our way. That's it. Not all the thoughts that come after. And there are many messages. I know for a fact the Creator's constantly sending us messages. We're just not always open to hear. And we have many shifts, as you know, right? We spoke, I don't know if you've heard other, astrological sessions that we've done. Yael Yardeni has done, Ruti Nachmias has done. But in the end of the day, we are literally walking into a new era starting in this new year. Many planetary movements. It doesn't happen all at once usually. It's years when that happens. And we're going to be seeing many shifts in leadership. We're going to see many shifts in the way that we understand, leadership as well. There's going to be many shifts in corrupt corporations. There's going to be many, many shifts where nothing is going to be left unturned. Everything is going to be coming out. But we want to do it in a proactive way. If not, it will not be pleasant. Because don't forget, in the end of the day, Aries is ruled by Mars. And what is Mars? Is the planet of war. It's a planet of confrontations, a planet of, drive, of going to make things happen. And if we're not going to be proactive about these changes, if we're not going to be proactive about facing things, it will happen for us. And this is, I promise you, this is not something that we want to kind of let happen for us. And with that being said, I would like to also share that it is important for you, for all of us, not just for you, for me too, for all of us, to find our community and to be part of the community. Being part of the community means that you are taking care of people, that you are thinking about others, that you are doing things for others, that you are in any shape or form or capacity, you are going out of yourself. You are not just thinking about yourself. We are a whole. And it's very important to find our community in this month and to connect to them on a deeper level. To understand that we're not meant to be alone. Otherwise, we would be alone in this world, and we're not for a reason. It's to bring in it's like all these little kind of points, bring them in together. Yes, we need to bring our true self out. Yes, we need to, not be afraid to show ourselves, not be afraid to be who we're meant to be, but at the same time, to let other people in, the same time, to be part of a community, to share in that community, to do things for others as well. To bring our true self out is not to show because we want to get recognition from ego point of view. No. To bring our true self out, it really means to bring our gift out to the world. It means that we're going to shed all those uncertainties, our fears. We're going to shed everything what we're insecure about. We're going to shed all of that so that we can really, come out of our shell. And I can say as well, regarding, this is really a main point I have to say. But I would also say that I would recommend in this month, again, this is the seed level for the year. So a lot of things that I'm sharing, it's because it's for the year to come. I would really recommend this month that you take some time, and when you're ready, I'm not going to tell you exactly when, to heal yourself, to heal your inner child. I know it's like jargon, we hear it all the time. What does that really mean? Each and every single one of us has a specific tikkun in this world. If you haven't done a chart, I would recommend you do one. I'm available, of course. But each and every one of us has a tikkun. And in that tikkun, we choose the parents, we choose our family, we choose what's happening really around us, we choose the movie that we come into. And for all of us, there is some type of a tikkun, that we went through in our childhood that's to do with past lives. It's never random. And we were either hurt or there is some type of pain or something. It could be so small, by the way. You shouldn't be measuring or comparing to others. That's not the point. Everybody has their own tikkun. Never look outside. But those little things, it's an opportunity for us to go a little bit deeper into ourselves, into our inner child, and heal. And understand where it's coming from. Understand what lesson we had to learn. Let go of the blame, whether it's the blame of your family or the blame of yourself. Because with Mars in Cancer still, right, shifting literally into the house of family, on one hand, you're going to be sensing you need to protect your family and people that are important to you, and you're going to fight for them. And on the other hand, it's also fighting with them. And it's things coming up as well. Things from childhood that you didn't think about, that you forgot about, whatever it is. So again, we want to be proactive in this month. We want to go to the root. We don't want things to just happen to us. We are taking back control. And to take back control, it also means to live a little bit more, to go back into our pain, to understand where it's coming from, to really ask the Creator to give you the message that you need to learn, and to find a way to, again, there's no blame game. That's not the point of life. To understand why, and to, take away the blame from yourself. Be kind to yourself, to your inner child. Be kind to the people around you. Just understand the message and find a way to let go. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but the more we ask the Creator, the more we are aware. Awareness is the start of everything. The more we'll be able to get there. And the healing process, every single one of us is going to be different how they do it. I cannot tell you exactly how, but I can tell you this is going to be important for you. So that when, we are going into this beautiful war within ourselves, right? This beautiful kind of bringing our true self out, and it's not going to be necessarily easy, then in that specific time, it's when we do it proactively, when we try to face, our past or our inner child or our family, we're going to understand that there's a reason why we chose them. We're not going to be angry anymore. We're not going to blame anymore. We're going to understand the bigger picture, which is really what we want to understand. And again, there is so many more things I want to say about this month. There's so many things happening. Again, it is the first month of the year, but I don't want to overwhelm all of us. And I would ask of you, after this, to take a deep breath with yourself and to try to bring it in, to feel what we're talking about, to see how it meets you in your life, and what one or two little thoughts or changes you want to be doing in this month. And I promise you, this is going to make a huge difference. I promise you, this is not going to, those little things are not going to be just a ripple that you can't see. You're going to be able to see those differences. And I really wish for us to have an amazing month and obviously an amazing year. And don't forget your power. Don't forget your soul. And this is what we want to do. We want to bring it out. Have an amazing Chodesh, Chodesh Tov, and an amazing new year. Thank you.